Anyway, the Volvo's going, so that's positive.
So it started first go.
Oh,
You kind of you're sure enough that it's registered.
Yeah, it runs like a dream, mate.
I need to see this car. I've never seen this car
just cruises
in the flesh or
it
in the metal.
Cruises. How's your scooter going?
All right, here's where I'm at. You want a scooter update?
100%. Oh wow, you got paper? What's happening?
Fuck yeah!
What the fuck are you doing?
So I've got here.
The looms.
Wiring looms. Yeah.
Wow.
2 of them. So this one is from the Honda Today, and this one is from the Honda Lead, right? Which is the engine that I bought. And so I have to merge the 2 looms together. So all the engine go bits from the Lead have to get merged in with the loom on the Today. Do you know, and I was just looking at this, and you know what I was thinking?
Get some other fucker to do it.
I've got no idea what I'm doing.
Okay.
None. And so I went downstairs no fucking idea at all. And so I went downstairs to the Today, to look at the Today, and pulled the CVT cover off both the engines. And I was sort of deciding, do I pull the bits off the Lead engine, mechanical bits that I know how to do, and put that onto the Today engine? But then I looked at the Lead engine, and it's like got bigger clutch, bigger variator, bigger stroke, because you've got to have stroke.
Dude, I love stroke.
And all I need to do is wire it. So and it pretty much bolts on, I'm led to believe. So I still have no idea what I'm doing. But anyway, I'm going to drop the engine out of Today this weekend. Oh, fuck, you know what I've done? Oh, do you know what I've done? I've done something really stupid.
Okay, go on.
I bought another scooter.
How did you not even think of that until that fucking point? How did you tell all of that story and just not even think about the fact that you bought another fucking scooter?
It's not for me. I bought a pink Honda Today.
Stop saying Today. Like
it's what it's called. It's literally called a Honda Today.
I know that.
I could call it an NVS 50, I suppose.
Fuck's sake.
Anyway, I bought a pink one.
Why?
For my sister.
Why?
Because she's just moved in over at West End, and she's always lived out in the suburbs and that sort of thing, way out in the northern suburbs and stuff like that.
Wait, when did she move in?
This weekend, last weekend.
Today, not today. Okay.
Today.
All right.
Anyway, so remember the guy I bought the motor off?
Yes.
Right. He had a pink Honda Today for sale, but I said, I'll just buy the motor. Right.
You bought the fucking scooter.
I bought the scooter as well. Yeah.
Fuck's sake. I knew you would do that. I knew you would do that. As soon as you told me that story, I'm like, he's buying all of it.
Yeah, I bought all of it. But it's for my sister, because my sister just moved into town, and she's always lived out in the suburbs for 20 years while she's raised kids and that sort of thing. And she's an empty nester now. So she's got a flat in at West End, and just to be close to work and don't have to commute and all that sort of thing. And I said, and we're sitting there having a beer. I helped her put some furniture together last weekend. I was having a beer, and I was like, you should get a scooter. And she goes, yeah, because when I was young, she used to have a scooter, and when I was living at Bigger Waters, right? And I didn't have I was like 14, and I used to pinch it off her and just ride all the way down to Mermaid Beach and back, and it was great. Lots of freedom and that sort of thing for a 14-year-old. Didn't have a license, didn't care though. And I said, you should get a scooter. She goes, that's actually a really good idea, because I could ride into work and that sort of thing instead of getting the bus. And I went, yeah, away you go. And so I bought her a scooter, pink one. It's the same as mine, but pink.
Please stop buying scooters.
It's not for me. It's for my sister.
That's fine. That's fine, but please stop. I'm actually quite happy you bought this one instead of stole it. That's good.
Yeah, well.
You normally steal them, so that's nice.
I've stolen. It's not stolen, by the way.
Well. All right. Hendo, we've got a job to do.
What's our job?
We have news.
Rightio, what's the news?
We actually, it's a bit of a celebration, actually. We got a crowdfunding update.
Okay.
Started
Three of
by
them.
one of the 12, Sean,
Yes.
who's hit his crowdfunding target.
Minimum target, which is 200.
Almost just like 200 grand short of $250,000, $224,000.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
Like,
And
is that real time numbers?
Yeah, 224, 635.
How many investors?
And he how many investors? Show me this. I don't think it doesn't tell you that. 179. I should invest right now. We should do a live investment right now.
Get your credit card out, mate.
Do it. Let's do it.
Where's your credit card?
How
much are you going to put down on
share my
Magic?
screen?
Yeah, go on then. Don't share your screen when you're doing the credit card bit.
Is this a conflict of interest? Wait, let me.
You're asking me? I'm the guy who steals scooters.
Too many steps. Oh no. Fucking hell. All right. Well, anyway. Did you see his celebratory drink?
Yeah, no, I didn't.
He was like, yay, we hit our target. This is our double IPA, and then sculled the whole thing.
Oh, sick.
That's pretty funny.
That's pretty good.
You respect that.
What does that, I mean, are you field tripped enough to do mathematics?
Yeah.
What does that value Future Magic at currently with that amount of investment?
Well, the number of investment doesn't matter. The valuation is 2.7 million.
So it's valued at 2.7 million.
Much, yeah, regardless of how many people invest. They get more, they give up more equity.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you fucking go.
Yeah, I think it's a good deal. I don't know. Compared to other, I think they'll do well.
How much would you put down if you were going to put down?
Well, I don't have my wallet here and I have no money. So I don't know, $50.
Yeah. Get a discount at the bar.
$1,000 extra merch and discount. I don't really care about discounts. I actually feel awkward about discounts.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's like I own the brewery, give me a discount kind of thing. I'd feel awkward about that.
Yeah, I don't like discounts, but I support them.
Yeah.
I think that's a good result.
Yeah.
Now Dainton, 9 days left. Let me see what they're working with. 718,000 from a maximum of 1.8 million. 8 days left.
What? How much was that? Sorry,
718,000.
Bloody hell!
Pretty good.
That's an insane amount of money.
It's a lot of money. $30 million valuation.
What was their minimum? $500,000?
Less, I think. 350.
Shit. What's their maximum?
1.8. So they're not going to. I mean, they're not going to hit the max.
But they'll get halfway there.
Yeah. That's an interesting one.
Oh, living on a prayer.
Hey, we're halfway there. Okay, I like that song. Okay.
It's a good song to sing when you're drunk.
All right.
Drunk.
3 Ravens. Let's bring this up. I think 3 Ravens are 490,000. 1 day left. Oh,
what was their max?
A lot more interesting.
Oh, what was that?
What's their minimum?
$500,000.
$500,000.
Oh shit! They haven't hit their minimum yet.
1 day left. They're sitting at 495. 490.5.
Oh, they should get there then.
Oh, they'll get there, but that's tight.
Yeah.
273 investors. Wait, what was Dainton? Dainton was 587 investors. Wow. Okay.
That's interesting.
Future Magic
investors. It's interesting this time round with this current round of breweries that are crowdfunding that they're not hitting their maximum.
Yeah.
Like yourself and Akasha and Bridge Road. You know what I mean?
Well, did they hit their max?
Well, there was it was in the millions.
I don't think they did. I don't think either of those did they?
Well, what was it? 1.2 and 1.8 million. and 2.2 for you. That's nearly $5 million. Whereas in this current round of breweries that are thing, it's like they're not even raised $1 million. Or
Yeah.
a little over $1 million.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's a tough time.
Maybe the appetite isn't there in the market. Who knows? But
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to celebrate that because I want all these guys to do really well.
Yeah, that'd be right. They'll do well. It's not a bad update though. Good to see.
Yes. Well, at least Future Magic will be getting the injection they need and they'll be opening.
Yep. Don't have to sell their tanks.
Nope.
Which is good. They'll get the doors open, which is good to see.
And then on next week's episode, when I have my card handy, we can do a live trading update where I invest in all of these breweries.
Well, they're all going to be closed.
Oh, that's why it works perfectly.
You've got no money anyway.
Exactly. All right. All right, Hendo.
Rightio.
Brewers take up safety program.
Oh, good.
What are your thoughts?
I think safety is super important. Those who know me know that I'm a little bit of a nut for safety in the brewery.
Did you read this article?
As in now? Yes, I'm reading it right now.
Right. So IPAM, Queensland Health and Safety have a program out where they will basically come into your business and have a consultant, John, or it might not be John, but it was John for us.
Yes. Yep.
Who came in and just give you a whole lot of advice and support on how to implement a workplace health and safety program. And
is it free?
Free.
Hey, you're in this
free.
article.
Yeah, 100% free.
And you're in this article. Like your name is in this article.
Okay, but that's not important. It's free and it's a very good thing to do.
Yeah. Hey, look, it's not it's really interesting. It's like we spoke about safety many years ago and that sort of thing.
Yep.
And I was like, I have no idea where to start. And over the years, I've sort of taught myself the process of implementing a safety program in a brewery, and it's not that hard. You know, it's not that hard. It's really simple. It's just sort of like, just take a look at your brewery. You do like a risk assessment is really easy. You take a look at your brewery, you list out all the hazards, you give them a risk rating with a couple of like matrices, whatever they're called, whatever the plural of matrix is. And that helps you to
did well with matrices.
Matrices, thank you. And then with the risk rating, it helps you to prioritize what you should deal with in order. And you just slowly go through and deal with it. And then on top of that, you just need to have a way, just the paperwork in place. It's a form where your crew where your staff can report near misses or safety incidents, and just keep the paper log and that sort of thing. And if you're just doing that at a really basic fundamental level, you're covering your ass, right? And then from there, as you get bigger, you just improve on it, and just tweak the program and formalize it a bit more, because is it Dan who looks after yours?
Yeah,
Dan looks after yours.
Dan.
And
I'm young Dan.
Young Dan, okay.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things you just refine over time. It's just a continuous improvement thing.
How's that beer, Hendo?
It's okay. It's very lots of coconut. All about the coconut.
So in the last week I've had one beer with coconut in it and another one with peanut in it.
Yes.
And both of those beers have basically looked like flat Coke.
That's no good.
Well, and yours looks a bit like that.
It's a little bit like that.
Wonder what.
It's it's just a very amber,
Show us.
sort of ambery, sort of brownie ale sort of thing, and it's okay. Just lots of coconut, but that's okay.
Just coconut and peanuts make, because the oil, it makes it flat. Is that what's happening?
Nah, it's my fucking dirty glasses, mate.
Oh,
You know
for
me.
fuck's sake. That's a sponsored glass.
Yeah. It's the only, it's when I need new glasses so that they're clean.
Yeah. Well, the thing I will say about safety is safety relies on people caring about safety.
Fucking know.
That's the biggest thing.
Absolutely. I think the biggest thing for, if you, here's a really interesting one. If you want to have a really good quality beer, as in quality beer, have a safety program, because you can't have a culture of quality without a culture of safety.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I've worked in some breweries over the years that have just had some horrendous lack of just disregard for safety and all that sort of thing. And then when you try to implement stuff, you know, staff who've been there a long time get their back up going, oh, you know, this is the way we've always done it.
Yeah.
And if you just change the message around it to be like, you know, hey, we're not trying to catch you out or rouse on you or anything like that. We're trying to implement this stuff because we give a shit about you. I want you to go home safe to your family and your friends, and you know, and that's really important. And you know, if you manage to implement that sort of culture, you know, into your workplace, it changes lots of other stuff on the periphery. Quality is the first thing that changes, because if you've got your crew who are being mindful about, you know, the safety in the brewery, then all of a sudden they're mindful about other things like quality and stuff like that, and making a really good product. So it's a win-win, you know, having a decent safety program. It's not difficult. It doesn't have to be super formal. If you're a small brew pub or whatever, just got it's very, very basic safety program, and all of a sudden you're rocking and rolling. I teach that to you know, my members in my coaching program. It's like as soon as you join up, that's the first thing you get, is how to implement a safety program, basic safety program in your brewery. And you go and you crush it and you make awesome beer because you've got a good safety program. So yeah.
Good. 100%. All right. Brewdog pay $300,000 to bar staff after their first payouts of their profit sharing scheme.
Is this from their bars?
Yep.
How much?
£300,000.
Huh. There you go.
What do you think about this, Endo?
I think it's a good idea. It's not going to happen to the bars in Australia because they're franchised. But
how does this actually work? Like this company, right? They have they're doing this half, like a 50% dollars to the bars.
Yeah.
Like, what happens when, I don't know, they list on their stock exchange, or they sell or whatever?
You know how do you know the company structure for the UK operation?
Not really.
The bar's a subsidiary of Brewdog PLC.
Okay.
And I would not, I don't want to speculate, but I wouldn't be surprised if before the IPO that the bars are somehow spun off and not included in the IPO.
Right.
They're the most profitable part of the business, you know.
The most what?
Profitable. They'd have to be the most profitable part of the business.
But then why would they want to give up half the profits?
Because they like their crew.
Yeah, but if they're trying to maximize the valuation of a business, I'm intrigued by this whole thing. I
mean, there's lots of different ways you can profit share. You can have an ESOP or something like that as well.
Yeah, it's different though. It's different. It's different giving up like shares than.
And
profit.
how do they calculate? Like, there's a whole bunch of people there with obviously work in the bar, and they're all really stoked because they got their check for €37,875. That's fucking sick.
Yeah,
And then, but how do they divide that amongst those staff?
I'm sure they've got a way to do it.
And hospitality is a very high turnover,
Yeah,
business. And some people are going to be there. Some people are going to not be there.
I know.
Those that are there but no longer there, do they get some of the profit share? And if so, how much?
And then when they sell the business, like, is this less appealing to buyers because half of the profit is not theirs? It's so strange.
Yeah, I don't know how they would do it. And we're in an IPO situation.
Yeah, like, okay, so the IPO, and they're like, this is the P&L, and then all of a sudden someone notices, wait, 50% of your money is being given away to staff, and you're also paying them. Is no one going to think that's weird?
I think the IPO of Brewdog PLC is not going to be tied to the Brewdog bars.
Right.
That would be my guess. And it's a guess.
Dude, they're doing some amazing bars. Did you see that?
You see the one in Waterloo? Did you say Waterloo?
I saw it. It's crazy.
I saw that video on Instagram of James walking around it. It's got a slippery slide if you don't want to get the stairs from
It's
the
got a bowling alley inside the fucking
bowling
bar.
alley. Yeah. And then it's got the lost property room, which is like a cocktail bar and a gelato truck.
That's insane.
It's 1,700 seats.
That's mental.
And it's at Waterloo Station, like literally on the platform.
And then half of the profits of that venue goes to the staff. That's
It wouldn't be a profitable bar, because I tell you what, that wouldn't be very cheap. Wouldn't be cheap real estate.
No.
Wouldn't be cheap real estate at all.
No. But good on them. They're sending it.
Yeah, bloody oath.
All right. Ticket item number 4, Flanno update. You put a poll in the group.
Yes, we've done one of the polls. So we've determined that yeast wrangling is Smokies green and black. I'm sorry I haven't done the other polls yet. I've just been a little bit busy this week. But I'll post another poll this week on the second Flanno, and I will eliminate yeast wrangling. So all the other ones will still be there, and it's just a process of elimination.
Well,
I was very surprised that accounts got second run at the green there.
I think accounts needs to be black and grey.
Yeah. I'll let the 12 be the decider of that.
That's fine. That's fine. But the 12 made a bad decision. Well, actually, it was your bad decision.
Huh? What?
Because hops are green, right?
Yes.
And you put a green Flanno in.
Yes.
And you didn't have any option on there that involved hops.
Well, we've already got red and black for dry hopping, mate.
That's fine, but it's not just dry hopping. There's a lot of other procedures
involving hops.
Exactly.
Such as
Whirlpool hops.
Yeah, but I've seen you whirlpool hop, and you call it dry hopping anyway.
I know that. But it's a green Flanno.
Yes, and I like the irony that it is the yeast wrangling color. And I also like the irony that the red is for dry hopping.
Yes. All right. Okay.
Because I actually would have thought that green would have been accounts, because green meaning money and all that sort of stuff. But
that's true. Yeah.
Clearly not. No, clearly not. And the irony it continues, and that's why we can thank the 12 for that.
Right. Lee says, "Can we get a gold Flanno in it?"
We haven't. We've got to pick the colors, so don't stress.
Gold is good.
When he says gold, does he mean like gold and sequins and shit?
No, I think he just means like like the kind of
the yellow.
Yeah, that's
yellow.
Cool. That would be.
Yes,
cool.
we will have that in. I don't know what he's thinking of voting for it, because what have we got left? We've got centrifuge, kegging, canning, accounts.
Accounts is That's got to be black and grey, I feel.
Yeah. Oh my
All right.
God, that was so much fun that last weekend at the Helios Invitational.
So after this, you're putting in another colour in the group?
Yeah, so we got milling. So we got something to do with malt.
Yep.
Yeast wrangling. So yeast wrangling we've settled on. So the options
Milling's blue
left.
and black. It's got to be.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll let the 12 decide that. So
Yeah,
milling,
fine.
centrifuge, work production, canning and kegging, and accounts.
And it counts. Okay.
Right. So there's more colours to come. And yeah, I think we'll get there. I was just pretty stoked that accounts got 24%, nearly got there, but clearly not.
Might get there on the next one.
You never know. Depends what colour I pick to go next.
All right. After this, you're doing that. Now, we've got 2 questions from the 12.
Okay.
One is Grodzicki up. Wait, hang on. Okay. One is Grodzicki update
Yes.
and label teaser. We can't do
Yes.
that, can we?
You can share your screen and tease the label.
Okay. All right.
Or do you want me to share my screen and tease the label?
We could do that. But what if people, I guess like for people who are watching live?
Yeah. We can tease it. When is it getting canned?
Tomorrow.
No. No, it's not.
No?
No. I've been told that it's been pushed out.
Hendo.
I'm serious.
Let me have a
What
look at
happened
this
here?
shit.
It was Tuesday, the 23rd.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Tuesday, the
Fuck's sake.
23rd.
God damn it.
That's what one of the 12 said when I was when
That's
that
true.
little bird told me. It was
Okay,
basically,
Tuesday,
fuck's sake.
23rd. That's okay. That's okay.
Anyway, let's not get in the way of the canning crew because that's not very polite because they're very busy people. But we should do an official Grodzicki launch.
100%.
And we should do it on the weekend so we can have a beer.
Yeah, I'm keen on that. Let's do that. Wait, I'm going to see if we can find the actual 3D. Actually, we don't have a can mock-up, do we? We just got the label.
Yeah.
Right.
Where is it? Have you found it?
Yeah, right here.
Okay. Stick it on the bloody screen then.
Oh my God, why is this so hard? I gave up.
Press the green
No,
share
there's too many
screen button.
permissions necessary. It's way too hard.
Okay. Can you click the security button at the bottom? It's a
Yes.
little shield and then go allow participants to share screen.
You share yours, Hendo.
Yeah, I'll share mine. There we go.
Too many
Okay.
permissions.
One moment. Let me find the bloody thing first. There it is. There it is. I found it.
Good job, mate. Share that shit.
There it is. What do you think?
Oh God, that just took over my whole screen.
That's what it's supposed to do.
That's it.
That's what it's
Wayne
supposed to do.
Grodzicki.
Right? And
Yep.
Wayne Grodzicki, and it says the boss and the brewer.
On the back,
And
it's got
I don't know what's on the back.
little logos on the back.
Oh, is it? Yeah,
Yeah.
sick. Yeah, cool.
And
Yes.
little 12 puck.
The number 12 puck
Yep.
and the Black Hops logo, and it's all good. So if you're in the chat, let us know what you think. Good shit, eh?
Nice.
So when are we going to launch that? It's
All right,
crafted this weekend or next weekend?
Next weekend.
Rightio.
So we can't do it at Crafted.
No, you can't do it crafted.
It's got to be a weekend, do you think?
Yeah. Lee says, where's the number 99 reference? It's on the back, mate. Just chill.
I don't know what just happened.
Good. That's because you've been on a field trip, mate.
Luke Cooper says, brilliant.
Can't be a Wayne without the number 99 number. It's on the back, mate. Chill. It might be on the tasting note, actually.
Yes,
Because
on there.
Dan wrote the tasting note.
I did. And I'm sure it was brilliant. Okay. One more question. Okay, so wait, I didn't answer your question. When are we doing it? That's
Yes. What about the
Um,
weekend? So if the
what's
weekend
after crafted?
so if the week is crafted on the 27th, 28th
Yeah.
of August, well, how about the third?
Actually away I'm away the next weekend.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I am.
We could do the 10th and 11th of
10th.
September.
We could do that. That's a fair way off, isn't it? 10th is a Saturday the 10th. Is that too far off?
No, not really.
All right.
It's the good thing is that no, that's fine. We can do that. Go and talk to your marketing and events person.
All right.
Are we going to do it at HQ or BH2?
BH2, I think.
Yeah, rightio.
And we're going to do a live podcast. So we're going to try to do all this together, right?
Right.
We'll do a live podcast
Okay.
we could do it at HQ. If it's on the weekend, we could do it in AWOL. A
Mhm.
live podcast.
That's a good
and
idea.
the 12 come down and they get involved. They ask questions and all that kind of shit. And we live stream it.
Yes.
And we drink the beer.
Yes.
And we launch the beer on the same day. That's the general idea.
I think that's a great idea.
All right. So we're thinking the 10th.
At AWOL.
10th at AWOL. Yeah, that'd be good. It'd be good to do it at AWOL. What are you working with there, mate?
Oh, I'm just getting another beer out.
Which one?
I've got an old school Froth Rockies dark ale here.
Ooh.
Oops. Like that. There you
Nice.
go. This is the OG batch, and we just kegged it. It's way out of date. Way out of date.
Drink
But
fresh.
I just tweaked this recipe, and we've entered this into the indies. And yeah.
Wait, you entered the out of date batch into the indies?
No. We did a fresh
No.
batch.
Okay.
And yeah, looking forward to seeing how they go this year.
Nice.
All the beers have been brewed by a new full-time group. They're like in week 5 or week 6 or something like that. And so they're just smashing out brews, having a ball.
Gives it a taste, mate. Nice little thick head on it.
Still good.
Okay.
You like Tui's Old?
Yeah, 100%.
Like Tui's Old.
Who doesn't?
Man, I love Tui's Old. I think it's a cracking beer.
Yep.
Can't beat it. When you're at a local bolo, you got Tui's Old in one hand, just having a roll with the other.
A
When
roll.
was the last time you played lawn bowls?
It's been a while. Okay, so the last question, Andrew Green. I put it in the
Yes.
chat here for you so you could read it.
Yes. Okay.
Because I've been on a field trip. It's too
Do you,
many
want
words.
me to read this out?
Yep. It's too many words for me.
Fucking hell. All right. Andrew Green. In some of the earlier podcasts, there was a fair bit of discussion on the pros and cons of the PacTech can holders. Has there been any further behind the scenes movement in the industry in terms of recycling viable alternatives? I get a fair few of these when I order beers online. Do you this it be viable for breweries to have a no can holder PacTech option at checkout? Or would this cause too much stuffing around, risk of damage during shipping? So we did an episode, Andrew, on PacTechs
Yep.
with Evan Craney from Bright Brewery. And he had been working with Endeavour Group about recycling recovering. So not sending the plastic off to a recycler to turn it into other stuff, but rather getting the PacTechs back to breweries so that they can be reused again. So it's a reusing program, not a recycling program. And that was in its early days. And there were a few other breweries about to link up into it and that sort of thing. And in Melbourne, it was pretty local to Melbourne. There's some sort of 6-month trial, if I recall correctly. Dan, do you recall that? Probably not, because you've been on a field trip.
I do. And I also actually have an update.
Yeah. Are you
And this update is very long.
okay? Go.
And so I'm going to put it in the chat and you're going to read it out.
Okay. Is this about the Danshin?
No, an update about the pack text.
Oh, okay. Go.
No, wait, oh God. Copy and paste didn't work. Wait. Oh God.
Are
well,
you that blurry-eyed?
No. It's just, this is like proper long update. Proper long. Okay. I will actually just screenshot this. Because I saw this the other day and then I admit to being incompetent in this regard, and I
Yes.
saw it and then forgot about it, like I do with lots of things.
Yes.
And so I didn't think about it until that question just came up, right?
Do you think that you'll listen to this episode later?
What's this? Just hang on.
Because I couldn't listen to my episode when I come back from field trip.
No,
It was pretty
No.
cringy.
yours is very bad. Here you go, read this out. Hang on.
Okay, go. I can't see anything in the chat.
Yeah, wait up. 1.02 meg, there you go, read that. That's an email I got about 2 weeks ago, and I totally forgot about it until I just saw that question. And it's an email from Crafty Pint with CC Evan Craney about this pack tech situation.
All right, one moment, madam.
And I feel bad because I just remembered I didn't respond to it.
Okay. So help us launch a new nationwide recycling initiative from Crafty. Okay. G'day, folks. He's English, you know. I don't know if he's allowed to say that. I hope you're keeping well amid the craziest that is 2022. I have a proposal for you to trial a nationwide recycling initiative for PackTech can holders led by the country's indie brewers. This is from August the 4th, 2022. This builds upon the initiative launched by Bright Brewery last year. You can read all about it here. It takes it further and fully closes the loop. While participating brewers, retailers, and beer drinkers have been playing their part in the scheme to date, the initiative's founder, Evan Craney, realised the holders, once collected, weren't being recycled by Visi. This was due to a number of issues in regards to machinery capabilities as well as the physical makeup of the PackTechs themselves. Over the past 12 plus months, he's been working with them and PackTech to ensure this loop is closed and return can holders are capable of having a fully recyclable endpoint. Crafty Pine has agreed to come on board as a comms partner and resource hub for the scheme, and the plan now is to put this into practice with a few key breweries across Australia ahead of a full nationwide rollout. Excellent. Though working with both PackTech and Visi, Evan and Bright Brewery have been able to build what will hopefully be a low-cost or completely cost-neutral opt-in system for PackTech recycling nationwide. Currently, through Bright Brewery, a scheme has been in place for more than 12 months, but given they are the only one of hundreds of breweries in Australia, the idea to partner with the Crafty Pint and create an independently led brewery coalition to help solve the issue was born. The program has the full support of PackTech, as well as a verbal agreement from Visi that they will not only partake in the scheme, but also help with its operation. By creating a coalition of leading breweries, as well as the resources of Crafty Pint, we are confident the loop can be closed completely in partnership with Visi. Evan and I would love you to come on board. The simple infographic attached to this email, I don't get the infographic, thanks, outlines the steps in the process. From a brewery perspective, all it is required is take delivery of PackTech collection bins from Visi, distribute them to retailers you'd like to work with on the initiative, return filled bins to the brewery and arrange for them to be collected by Visi. Go back to step one. If you're keen to be part of this pilot scheme and learn more about how it would operate, Evan and I plan to host a Zoom meeting next Thursday, the 11th of August. That's last Thursday. If you want to find out more in the meantime, get in touch with Evan.
Right.
Well, that sounds rather... So basically, Visi give you a bin, you take it to a retailer, a favourite retailer, and then you pick up the bin when it's full. Is that right?
Yeah, and it's an official endorsed kind of situation. I put the infographic in here for you. Look at that. That's actually not an infographic. That's just a whole bunch of text on a PDF.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Let's have a look here. What have we got here? Getting started. Visi will create bins for collection, ordering collection bins.
Just everything you just read. It's not. It's on the
rollout,
infographic. There's no
operator,
graphics.
closing loop, end game. That's it. It was pretty simple, pretty straightforward.
Right.
Okay. There you go. So things are happening with PackTex.
Things are
I
happening.
don't know. How do you feel about like, and I know Ev mentioned it. It seems very, are PackTex such a huge amount of waste that a brewery needs to go and drop a bin specifically for that to bring back to the brewery to get picked up by Visi and all that sort of stuff? It does close the loop. I give it that.
Yeah.
But it's like the brewery's got to do a bit of work to make that happen, which is a feel good thing. And I breweries will do it.
Yeah. I feel like the sentiment of what you're saying is there's bigger problems produced by alcohol producers than
here's the thing, right? Why can't the brewery with their bin and go and pick up the PackTex, bring the PackTex back to their brewery, and instead of getting them picked up, just reuse them themselves?
Oh, we do reuse them, but it's tough. It's
in the machine.
Annoying. Yeah, there's barcodes on them that need to be manually removed, and you do that. And there's ones that aren't the right color. You take those out of circulation. There's ones that are not the right shape, and if it's automated, it'll never work.
Yes,
it's tricky.
Lee says
PackTex are recycled plastic.
Well, I think that's what it is. Lee's asking if it's a reuse or recycle thing, and I think it's a recycle thing. So that's good. Do they get turned into PackTex again, or what do they get turned into? I want to know.
Okay, let's get him on.
Visi or Lee? We've had Lee on.
No, wait. Ask the question again. Do Visi reuse? No.
Is it a reuse
or
no? Lee was asking, is it a reuse or recycle scheme? And it's a recycle scheme. So Visi picked them up.
Okay.
Yeah, Visi picked them up by the sound of it.
Yeah.
But I said, what do they turn them into? And you're like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be. It's fucking good. The more we're thinking about,
it's better than what we currently got.
Exactly. The more we're thinking about this, the better.
Are something that they're not biodegradable. They shouldn't go to landfill. So anything that we can do. If you invented a machine that heated up the PackTex in a way enough that all of the labels fell off and then they reset back to their original shape so they could go back into a machine again, you'd be doing all right. Yeah,
the amount of energy required to do that just makes it all too hard. It's good. It's good to talk about it, but it's tricky, and there's a lot of big problems in our industry.
It's a step in the right direction, though.
It is.
Step in the right direction. So
right. That's us, Endo.
No. We're
good.
Give us a Danchin update.
No, we're done.
No, give us a Danchin update.
Oh, the Danchin update is I painted my entire house lexicon because I thought that was what
outside or inside?
Outside.
Right.
And I thought that was like because I thought that's what we're doing. And it turns out it's grey. It looks like this.
Well, yeah, exactly. But you knew that from the start.
That's half lexicon, right? My house looks like that.
What is that anyway you're holding up?
That's Paul
Not the colour swatch.
Half lexicon.
No. What's the other thing you're holding up?
Oh, it's my laptop holder, but it's fucking grey as shit.
But that's not lexicon though.
It's not, but I'm saying it comparatively, it's
pretty grey.
Very grey.
Yeah, I know. I did the sample pots on my wall.
I painted my entire house grey, Hendo.
It's okay. I think it looks good with the brick.
My house looks like this. That's grey.
Yeah. Hey, we've got some questions.
Okay.
So we've done the Grodzitsky update. Matt Quinton has posted Danny Dixon from the Dixon Flannos, his personal Insta, if you want to reach out to him.
No, I followed him.
Yeah.
I'll see if he
Done the
followed me
label
back. I don't think he
teaser.
would have.
Thank you, Louis G. You're going to need to watch it on YouTube or Facebook, though. Andrew Green. No one said question, colon. Okay, here we go. Oh, Pactec
Say
can.
question, colon.
Nick Bonner has got a question. Follow up from last week and the discussion of canned fermentation with Coopers. How is this different to a certain Black Ops Advent beer that continued to ferment due to extra heat in the can, and a result became a little explosive? Can I answer that one?
Go for it, mate. Where are you finding these questions?
on the link that you gave for the 12 questions thing.
Yeah.
So that particular situation was a re-fermentation that happened, same as a can of Coopers. However, it was unplanned and uncontrolled for various reasons. It wasn't because it was extra yeast. So the thing is, if you want to have fermentation and create carbon dioxide for carbonation, you need two things. You need living yeast and you need a certain amount of sugar, right? And it's really easy because when you measure gravity in wort or beer, most brewers use Plato. I personally don't, but some do. And one plate, and as you ferment, because ethanol is less dense than water and less dense than sugar dissolved in water, the gravity drops during fermentation. So 1 Plato of gravity shift equals 0.5% ABV and 0.5 gram per litre of CO2. Did you know that little trick?
If I say yes, can we just move on?
Yeah, absolutely.
Brilliant.
And so if you're going to carbonate beer in the can, you'll add a very, you've got living yeast, but you'll add a very precise amount of sugar, because once the sugar's run out, that's it. You can have all the fucking yeast in the world, but if there's no food for them to eat, they don't make CO2, right? So it's not a question of having too much yeast. In fact, what happened with that particular beer was there ended up being too much fermentable sugar in that particular beer. That can happen for a number of reasons. I don't know particularly what happened in that beer, but I
think probably just wasn't finished fermenting.
It wasn't finished fermenting in the tank and got crushed chilled and wound up being warm, and the yeast woke up and went, food, cool.
Rushed it out.
Hungry.
Yeah.
So it's not different, Nick. It's not different at all. It is basically the same thing, just uncontrolled. So, yeah.
Yes, which makes it arguably more impressive when companies can control that at a scale of a Little Creatures or a Coopers. A can fermentation at a scale of Coopers is pretty impressive.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Even Little Creatures, like that, the whole thing is,
Yeah, that's a good idea. I like the idea because it sucks up oxygen, mate. It's fucking good shit.
Yeah.
And that particular exercise was a good thing for Black Ops as well, because has it happened since?
It has not happened since.
Has not happened since.
It was good to go through it, put the process in place, the recall process.
The recall process worked, and
it was stressful at the time, but it was very stressful at the time.
But I remember when that happened, and it's very tempting when there's a recall situation to just sweep it under the carpet and hope that it goes away. But you absolutely did the right thing by being transparent about it, because that's how it sucks. It's expensive. Oh my God, it was so fucking expensive.
Yeah.
And you just want it to go away, but it's just one of those things. You have to be transparent and deal with it, and people recognize it. And they go, shit, these guys are good because they fucked up. They said they fucked up. They made good on it. I like these guys,
Yeah.
And it hasn't happened since. So
and it was just the fact that it was like a Christmas, catalog beer, and it was like, this is the beer for today, and it's like it was a shit. It was a shit experience, but
it was a shit experience. Right. Lots of good stories on social media about it. Like did the press release? Oh, you better not drink it. There'll be additional alcohol in it, and everyone goes, better dispose of it. And like, I'm disposing it, all right, down my fucking neck.
Oh God, yeah. I'd rather
Classic
not think
stuff.
about that time, but thank you for the question, Nick.
Yes.
I ran into Nick actually the other week out the front of a restaurant near my house, and he's like, "This restaurant has like unlimited cocktails for 2 hours." I was like, "This is fucking brilliant! I
Right.
didn't even know about this."
That's a great idea. You know what that segues into? Lee says, question, can we please get Hendo and Dan to both do a field trip at the same time for an episode?
Yes.
Bonus points, please invite me.
Well, I was so on board with this idea. So on board.
Well, we're gonna do if we do a live stream
Until
at the
he said
Grodzisky launch.
invite him.
Yeah, and we'll invite Lee. Have you
No,
tried
we
the
won't.
Grodzisky out the tank, by the way?
We will not invite Lee.
That'd be sick if we did. It'd be great fun.
No, we will leave him out.
Leave
We will
him out.
exclude him.
Why?
Just to
Good value.
annoy him.
Yeah, but he's good value.
I know, but it doesn't matter.
Anyway,
Leave him out. Wait, okay.
leave
All right.
Lee alone.
All right, well, how about we do a road trip to White Lies?
Absolutely.
Let's do that.
That's a super idea.
You know, I haven't
love
been
it.
there yet, and I feel like such a piece of shit.
Which one?
I have not been to.
White Lies 1 or White Lies 2?
Okay. Okay.
Because he can say that now.
God damn it.
He's
I feel
going to
like
open
such
his
a piece
bar
of shit.
soon, I think. I don't know when, but he's going to open it soon.
Like I've been to a lot of breweries, and most of them I don't even know who owns them, and I've
Yeah.
never been to his brewery, and I feel like such a piece of shit.
Well, Lee says 1 star, Dan, and then
I know,
Luke
that's
goes,
totally-
"It's going to be
totally
it's going to
fair.
be shots and hot wings." And have you seen Lee drink spirits?
No, I don't
It's
think I
fucking
want to.
scary.
I don't
It's
want
scary.
that. What
We
happens?
did that. When we were judging in Japan, we had a 4-hour bus trip from Tokyo up to Matsumoto City, and I seen him fucking neck a bottle of fucking vodka with a bunch of Polish dudes. Polish people with Michael, right? And they can just smash fucking vodka like it's water.
That's water.
Right? I have 2 shots of vodka. I'm on the floor.
This is not drinking advice.
And then he's like, and he just got hammered. It was so funny.
Wow, this is not a
So if that happens on
RSA
the
advice.
show, I'm all for it.
Right. Let's do that field trip. We could do a live episode there because we're talking about doing these live episodes.
Yes.
We could do one there.
Yep.
One at BH2 for the launch of Grodzisky, and one at
Mhm.
Parch because we've got Adam Shell, not that one, the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Said we should do one there.
Sounds great.
That's 3.
Do you have live microphones and
Well,
shit?
well, that's the thing. I think we did just have the phone and the microphone. Is that good enough?
Yeah.
Just a phone like this.
We've done live before, but we recorded, but not live to the internet though.
Well, I mean, we're live right now.
When we did the Big
Yes.
Shed Boys at Gabs.
Yeah, that was pretty shitty though, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it worked.
Okay. All right. Phone, microphone.
Job done.
That'll do. All right. We got through it, mate.
I think you fared better than I did.
Oh, your field trip is the stuff of legend. We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, well, at least you might remember this episode.
Yeah.
I certainly didn't.
All right.
All right.
Love your work, mate. See
See
you
you
for the
next
live
week.
show soon.
See you next week.
Thanks, 12. Love your work.